Hey everybody, welcome back to Coffee and One Thing with Team Beery, where we are caffeinated and motivated. Our coffee this month is the classic Folgers. Best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
There it is. The one and only.
You laugh every time. So we hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, enjoyed time with friends and family, and we are thankful for all of our clients and friends and family and those that tune into our podcast.
Absolutely.
So,
thank you. So thank you.
So we've been talking about home inspections this month and all the ins and outs and details and crazy stories from last week and things that happened during a home inspection. So we're just going to do a recap this week, and talk about some things that you can do like little home maintenance tips.
Yeah.
Right? Even if
There's
you're
a
not
lot.
selling, if you're not getting ready for a home inspection necessarily, but some things to think about and
That will help maintain your house in the future.
yeah, definitely.
One of my favorite ones is just flush out the hot water heater. That makes us such a difference because we have such hard water.
Right. All that calcification.
All that calcification totally ruins your hot water heater. You'll get it.
And there are companies where you can hire them to do a tune-up, and they say annually, once a year.
Once a year.
Flush it out. Obviously, turn the water off to the hot water heater when you go to flush it. But
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
hook up the hose. Drink the water.
Or have somebody do it for you.
And I know from home inspections, like we don't have an insulated hot water heater, but there are kits that you can buy, or it's not really a blanket.
Right,
it's like
but
that, like shiny insulation.
It's like an insulated pocket, basically.
That you can put around, that helps the efficiency of your hot water heater. Things like that you can do. Insulating pipes.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So not only your hot water heater pipes so that things are maintaining the heat of the water that your hot water heater has worked so hard to heat, but even your HVAC.
Right.
Right? Because I've seen that called out on
the
home
venting.
inspections where it's outside, exterior, right? And
You
copper
mean the
pipe?
insulation on the copper?
The
Freon
copper
pipes,
tubing. Freon.
Yeah.
So where your Freon goes in and out of the exterior unit.
Yeah. That'll get called out if you don't have insulation on
and
it.
it's easy. I've seen it at Home Depot.
It's like $10.
Right.
It's not even that. It's cheap stuff.
Yeah, it's foam and it's
you can
split
put it on
and
yourself.
you just wrap it and tape it.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty easy.
So that's an easy thing.
That's a do-it-yourselfer.
Yeah. What else do you like, Scott? What do you usually do for keeping your house maintained?
Keeping the dryer vent cleaned out.
That's a good one.
I've had that called out on quite a few inspections.
Yearly HVAC inspections would be a good thing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I've heard seasonal. Do you have yours done?
I do
once
seasonal.
a month or seasonal, twice
No.
a year, or once
My
a year?
HVAC inspection just once a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so they check your
usually,
Freon level
Usually in the spring, just before summer. Yeah.
before you start using it.
Mainly.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because you're not using it much, in the wintertime.
Right.
It gets warm here, but not that warm.
So they just check if everything's functioning well and
Right.
sure,
Yep.
check
Kind
the
of
pressure and
Make sure that the Freon level's right.
Right.
All that kind of stuff.
so. And if you've ever walked through Home Depot or Lowe's, you've been asked by somebody if you want one.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
But if you're looking for an HVAC company that we recommend, you can always go to our resources page
That's better.
at teamberry.com.
That's a better place to go. Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. You'll definitely get a good one that way.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And so you can go to our resources page, and we have some vendors that we use and definitely refer and recommend
Right.
for their quality.
Right.
What else?
Weather stripping.
Yeah, I was going to say you mentioned the other
That's
day.
a big one. Like, to
Weather-
me,
yeah.
like, it's so easy. All you got to do is walk through your house, check out all the different places that are open, and make sure that you're sealing it. Like,
To your exterior doors.
Exterior doors,
Yeah.
kind of where the electrical outlets are, just make sure those are sealed. I mean, some of that stuff is so easy, but people forget.
Right. Yeah.
Well, and two, I think if you have a garage entry door or a garage access door, do you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily from the garage to the house, but like if you have a side
door.
access.
Side door, yeah.
I've noticed showing houses and stuff that those tend to have weather stripping issues.
Right.
And
They
you think
take
about
most abuse.
yeah, well,
It's
makes sense.
It's an exterior door.
And heat. We know the heat in Arizona impacts everything.
Anything plastic.
Well, and it's usually subject to more sun and weather
Sun
because it's
and
not
weather.
it might be under the eave, but it's not under a patio or anything
Right.
like
Right.
or an entryway.
Right.
So
And so just checking the weather
Right.
stripping there so that you're not getting rain and water and et cetera into your garage.
paint the wood trim,
Save your wood trim.
paint your patio ceiling.
I swear,
from time to time.
if I ever do a semi-custom home, I am not going to have wood trim.
No.
No. I love when they do the stucco that rolls up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, why? Why in Arizona where it's so hot and wood is affected by dry rot? Don't they do that on? Hello, we have stucco homes all the time. Why don't they do that all the time? And then you wouldn't even have to worry about it.
Why is the sky blue?
Like,
Why is the sky blue? We're trying to figure that
One
out.
of life's mysteries.
Like, it doesn't seem like it would be any cheaper.
I don't know.
I think it's
Yeah.
just a detail that people liked to see.
It's something that
Yeah.
it's just a matter of
Yeah.
preference.
Well, low maintenance is my preference.
And there's a bunch of other stuff that you could do maintaining your home, which sometimes the easiest things are the most obvious, but people forget to do them.
Yeah.
Right.
And one of the things that, especially if you're doing a home inspection, clean the ceiling fans
Yeah. And the air vents.
and your air vents.
Vacuum
Yep.
the air vents.
Mm-hmm.
To me, those are big things.
Gutters.
If you have a gutter, make
Yeah.
sure that
Clean
gutter's
the
cleaned
gutter.
out. Yeah.
Don't
yeah.
see those a lot here, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen them with lots of pine needles. in
Yes,
them.
true.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you going to mention angle stops again?
No,
Okay.
I'm done. I'm done.
I said my piece.
I have had my.
She has a pet peeve.
I've had it out there.
One last thing I did think of is with all of the wind that we just had and the storms that we just had, it doesn't hurt. Most roofing companies will do a free inspection to have someone out and just check your roof, make sure
From
there
time
are
to
no
time.
Oh, yeah.
slipped or broken tiles.
Right.
Right? Like if there's been a hailstorm or something like that, because that will help prevent or get ahead of what might end up being a leak.
That could
and
become
then it becomes a bigger issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good point.
Very good.
Tips and tricks
Those are
from
tips
Team
and
Beery this week.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. If you have found this helpful, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, and always choose a very good team.
Always.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.